SRAM Apex mechanical or Shimano 105 mechanical, even those, you have the ability to get a really large cassette. Alright, so I want to answer an important question in this video, and I thought there was no better place to do it than in Colorado. So the question is, should people have larger gears on their bike? And by larger gears I mean in the cassette, so like a bigger climbing gear or better climbing gear. Are those just like wuss gears? Are those like, should that not be on a bike? You know, I've had people say, oh, you know, back in the day, you know, we went up any hill on a 23 cassette, and I'm just, you know, like SRAM Axis or Shimano with their Di2 road, their 105 road, I think you can only get a 34 cassette. I think it makes more sense for most people for a couple reasons. And the first reason, you know, is if you're a beginner, I mean, it's nice because you can get up any hill, but if you're like an expert, I find like you can spin more, and I haven't really seen myself going a whole lot slower. Like I used to be in this mentality of, oh no, you need to be in the biggest gear that you can going up a hill or mountain or what have you, but I think that they're better just for all-around gearing. Now that you have like 12 speed, you can have lots of steps in between the gears. You don't have that kind of big awkward jump, you know, like you used to have to like maybe a 32 cassette or something like that. I think that, you know, bigger gears are better, you know, because it gets more people riding, and it gives you more options of where you can ride. And I mean, if you've ever, you know, I was going up this auto road one time in New Hampshire, and basically I had to ride sideways like that to an extent. Like, it was so steep. I found myself doing that a little bit. And just, you know, for people to have the ability to ride steeper hills and things like that, and to be able to spin their legs more, because some people say you actually get a better workout, you know, spinning your legs more, and that's one of the reasons I think some people go to a shorter crank. But because of that, you know, it is better. It is more versatile. If you want to ride on any type of different surface, because, you know, everybody has their wide tires now with their direct mount brakes or their hydraulic disc brakes, you have that option. But, you know, all these old school guys that are saying, oh no, those are pussy gears or whatever, those are the same people, those are the exact same people, like, mark my words, that are going to be like, oh no, you know, disc brake is better, you know, like, you know, when we changed this part of the bicycle, you know, everybody freaked out, everybody said the bicycle was ruined. But, you know, to be a real cyclist, you know, you need to be in the biggest gear possible. It's like, no, if you were actually consistent on what you were saying, you would be like, no, bigger gears, or bigger cassettes, smaller gears for bigger hills, because that's the trend. Because we've figured out that it's not necessarily as slow if you're actually like pushing it, if you're pushing a lot of wattage, and you're getting, because if you ever drive like a manual car and you want the most amount of power, what are you going to do? You're going to downshift on a hill, and you're going to get the most amount of power in that car. You're not going to put it in the highest gear. It sounds like you're stressing the engine out. So, you know, this is just logical. All these old school guys that are like, you got to ride like a 53 39 and you got to have a 23 cassette, but they'll also say like disc brakes are better. It's the biggest hypocrisy I've ever seen. And if you guys agree with this, you know, please let me know down below. But, you know, Shimano Di2, SRAM Axis, even mechanical, you know, you have the SRAM Apex mechanical or Shimano 105 mechanical. Even those, you have the ability to get a really large cassette on there. And it started with 32 cassettes. Everyone was freaking the hell out. Oh no, 28's already big enough. No, like this is better. It gets more people riding, more places. And look at the size of these mountains. Here, look at this shot here. Like look at all these mountains. You really think you're gonna climb over all these mountains and have a good time with a 23 cassette? I mean, maybe you can. Good for you, but I want to be on the 1-to-1 gear. That's what I want. So, are bigger gears better? Yes, I think yes. But please let me know what y'all think. Have a we're gonna have a little discussion about that in the comments. But I love you guys and stay vegan. Yeah, look at that sunset. No, I'm not biking up the snow 2339. Like who do you think I am? Oh, and another thing. The reason I'm so passionate about this is I think it's part of the whole gatekeeping with cycling thing. People are quick to embrace new tech that they can afford, or you know, they only do cycling and it's their thing. So they'll embrace that, but they'll embrace things. It's more of like a ego thing. Like, oh man, I need a 2339, you know, to get up a hill. Like it's just gatekeeping. It's not, people will embrace new tech in other ways and not embrace this. So just remember that. Look at that sunset.